Hello, hello, my Redders. All right, so I'm calling this one the one with the game plan. Okay, wearing my Longhorn shirt here so we can get our mojo back on, get back in our groove. I heard y'all today. Okay, I've heard y'all, and I've read the messages, and I sense the level of anxiety. Um, so we're going to put together a game plan. Okay. Some of y'all were just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I've lost it all. Okay. I get it. So we're going to alleviate that right now. So here is your action plan. Okay. Again, calling it the one with the action plan. So the first thing you need to do to be successful with this whole e-learning thing is put together a realistic schedule and then do your best to stick to it. Okay. If you're not normally a morning person, do not say, I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. and go for a run because we're starting to have some nice weather. Then I'm going to come home and get all my work done. Okay. If you're not a morning person, that ain't going to work. Okay. And you do not want to set yourself up for failure. If you know that you are on at like 10 o'clock in the morning, then have that your time where you do your work, like 10 to 2 or whatever. Okay. I know that at about 2:30 in the afternoon, I have like an afternoon slump. And so I don't schedule things in the afternoon if I can help it, where I have to use a whole lot of brain power. The cool thing about this whole e-learning thing is that you have the flexibility to make a schedule that works for you. If you are a night owl and you do your work from 10 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning, that is okay. All right. So make a realistic schedule and do your best to stick to it. All right, number 2, check the class calendar daily. Okay, I'm constantly kind of tweaking it and making updates, and I'm putting some things in there even. Like I put something in there, it's like, hey, are you feeling totally stressed out? Here's like a 10-minute guided meditation. So I'm even putting some other things in there, some other resources that you can just click on the link and go to. I'm not putting them in Google Classroom. I will put in any kind of major changes, like when the UT syllabus is published, the new syllabus with the new due dates, I will send out a remind letting you know, hey, there's some important stuff to check on the calendar. Otherwise, just check it daily, okay, and just see if there's any changes. See, make sure you know what's going on, know where you need to be. Okay, and that's not just for me, that's for all your classes, okay? If there's a class calendar, check it daily, check in with your instructors. All right, before the break, we looked at a sample essay, I almost said revised, the research persuasive argument, okay? And we also looked at the sample annotated bibliography, okay? I will link those into Google Classroom. So if you somehow, they didn't make it home with you, they are in Canvas, okay? But I will link a sample for Google Classroom. So review those, okay? Review the essay first, so you know this is our final destination, and then go back and review the annotated bibliography. And hopefully you guys took some notes on it when we kind of looked at it together. So just make sure, just kind of refresh your memory on that, okay? Before the break, that Friday before the break, you guys submitted these sheets, okay, little half sheets, and it says, the principal claim that I'm considering defending in my research persuasive argument is one of the options. The second one says, I don't have my actual claim yet, but the issue I'm looking at is, okay, and some of y'all, so this, when I was talking on the, on our meeting today, when I said I would give you guys some feedback on this, I had planned to actually sit down and kind of do some one-on-one with you guys and just kind of help to fine-tune these topics. What I'm planning on doing now, and I think I can do this, is set up a Google assignment where I simply give you guys feedback. Okay, I think that I can do it to where I can provide the feedback and then hit return assignment, and then I think it will return it even though there wasn't something that y'all turned in on it. If not, I'll just email it to you. Okay, so I will get that done by the end of the weekend. Okay, we have to have assignments posted each week by midnight. Well, 11:59 p.m. Sunday night. So everything is there come Monday. So I will get this done and back to you guys with some feedback. And then again, that's where if you want to have like a one-on-one, then we can do that and we can get you on track. Okay. In the meantime, if you are still struggling with a topic, okay, for example, this one just says, I'm looking at doing the topic women in society. That's a huge topic. That is a huge topic. So it needs some narrowing. So, you know, what about women in society? Okay, remember, we looked at gender, we looked at race, we looked at ethnicity. If you are still struggling with narrowing your topic, go back and look at the calendar that's posted on Google Classroom, because it includes some of the topics that we've discussed. Okay, I put in there's links to some of the articles we've looked at, some of the videos we watched, some of the content from Canvas. So that may help you to fine tune or narrow topics. There's also on Google Classroom, there's also the section that's titled Research Topics Worth Topics, not toppings. Huh, I want ice cream. Research topics worth exploring, and there's some really good ideas in there, and I will continue as I come across things, I will continue to post them in there. All right, your next step then, and this is where I think some of y'all are just like, okay, so what do I do? Like, how do I get started? So remember that 3 of your sources that you need for this paper are editorials. 2 of them that support your argument, and 1 of them that's considered a hostile editorial. In other words, it does not support your argument, all right? So those will be the ones that are due to me first. Those are the ones that I will want this next week, okay? And then don't forget, well, actually 2 things on the sources. So those are 3 of your sources. The peer-reviewed journal article, they've waived that one, so you don't need to worry about finding that. You do still need a nonfiction book that somehow, you know, addresses your topic, and there are a ton of them out there. Okay, again, the biggest challenge with that is first you need to get a little more specific on your topic. Okay, and then I can help you guys find a book. There are tons of free resources right now, especially too. If you look in ClassLink under the library resources, there are ways in there where you can get ebooks. And then there's also some other resources, and I can I can link those up for you. Oh, also on the editorials, I know there's issues sometimes with New York Times, and we actually, Mr. Murdoch actually contacted the New York Times, and we have basically enough. They waived the subscription, which is like $1,200. They waived that for us for right now, and so every one of you, and I will post information about this, can open a free account for the New York Times, and so there's always some really good. That's always a really good resource. All right, so you need the nonfiction book, and then you need a contextualizing source. A contextualizing source is something that kind of gives historical background, historical foundation, and credibility to your argument. This could be a legal case. For example, if you're doing something equality within education, Brown versus Board of Education. If you're doing something, you know, there's even some speeches, some famous speeches that are really good. You know, again, depending on your topic. Like if you were doing something about racial equality, you could do, you know, MLK Jr. has some incredible speeches during the civil rights movement. Okay. Okay, so I think that is what I wanted to say to you. I just wanted to help you guys put that action plan together, and hopefully to kind of alleviate some of that stress. Again, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Remind is the first line of communication, simply because I have my phone with me probably 90% of the time, like most of us do, and it dings, and it has a specific ding, so I know it's like, okay, you know, what's going on here. And so I know specifically that one of my kids one of you guys is reaching out to me needing some help. So hopefully this helps. I've also just posted a fun little music video to remind you that I will be I'll be there. I have to sing it. That I'll be there for you. Okay, I got your back. UT's got your back. We are going to all just run across the finish line together. So, so good seeing some of you guys today, and I look forward to traveling this crazy new journey with you. So, I am going to go read for a little while, and then let me see if I can figure out how to stop this video. So again, I hope this helps. Do not hesitate to reach out to me. All right. See you guys later. Welcome.